How are we, guys? We're back again. First watch-along of the 2020-21 season. Premier League Leeds take on Second Division Pacos Ferreira. If we pronounced that right, I don't know. Gave that a bit of an L. Ferreira. So, Joe, mate.
Yes, my friend.
The team is in. Pretty much the same team as Stoke, if we just want to rattle through it. So, we've got Kiko in goal. Luke Ayling, captain today, right back. Bazza, left back. Casey, Struick, centre backs. Trying to figure it out from there, really, because after that it becomes a bit confusing. Maybe Davis centre back.
Yeah, I think. Am I right in saying Davis? Did Davis play centre back last time out against Stoke?
Yeah, I think he might have done. So maybe I've got it wrong actually. Davis centre back, Struick CDM, and then Shackleton, Pablo centre mids, Harrison Roberts out wide, Bamford up top, something like that, I guess, mate.
Yeah, you would imagine so, right? Yeah, you would imagine so. I'm just waiting for my All Leeds TV subscription to go through. I thought I'd got one with the LU TV season ticket voucher because it says it expires in June 2021, but turns out that's not been activated yet. But it looks like they're going to be giving us some sort of season ticket sort of viewing again, doesn't it? I'm just going to quickly post out on the socials as well. I've noticed Ed's come in. Ed always likes to have a little gripe about something. He's mentioned where's the new shirt. Mine's on delivery, mate, along with my training top. They were both dispatched yesterday, but when I click the link, there's still no news as to as to when it's going to turn up. So it's a little bit frustrating, that stuff, man.
Weird seeing Leeds play at Thorpe Arch though, just a completely random thing. It's like weird. It's like what? Because just got the stream up now, and it's like it's weird. It's doesn't feel quite right, but it is what it is. But a couple of mentions of Ian Ferreira on the bench, Joe. Obviously decent looking bench to be fair. You know,
Charlie Creswell's on as well, isn't he?
Yeah, Charlie Creswell on the bench. Gotts on the bench. Could be maybe Gotts' farewell for this season if he goes out on loan to Huddersfield. Be interested to see if he comes on. Jack Jenkins on the bench too. Obviously, Helder Costa as I mentioned. So decent looking little team. Obviously, we're a bit limited. Well, we are massively limited, aren't we? Because international break coming in at such a stupid time. I watch stupid times to have an international break, but that's another matter. Yeah, I mean, what are we expecting then? If you want to give a cheeky little prediction, we're expecting a comfortable one or a couple of goals?
I don't know, mate. I don't know nothing about the opposition whatsoever. I don't know. I don't know which Leeds side. It's going to be interesting, and it's like you say, we're not at full strength. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I suppose it's a nice thing though to have the fact that the lads are away on international duty. I think it's lovely to see Calvin. Obviously, I mean, let's wait and see, bro. What lineup? What lineup for the England? Because for all we know, we might see Calvin starting for England, and that'd be nice to see, wouldn't it?
Oh, definitely, mate. I think compared to some of the dross that we've had playing in that position, Eric Dyer, Harry Winks, Declan Rice, just average footballers that aren't going to win you anything. With the greatest respect, I'm sure they're all three lovely lads. I don't want to be disrespectful. They've got no reason to be disrespectful, but at the end of the day, they've not got they can't offer what KP offers, can they? At the end of the day, they can't offer what Shapiro offers on the ball, off the ball, and they've just not got his consistency. So yes, I know obviously he's done it in the second division. Now he's got to do it at the top division, but I see no reason why KP isn't going to just continue. He might have the odd tough game. You've got some quality number 10s at this level. But I can't see why KP is going to struggle at this level or suddenly, go inconsistent. I just can't see it, to be honest. Maybe that's me being a little bit naive, but I think you've seen plenty of players step up to this division. And for me, KP, Ferreira at West Brom, Harrison Reed at Fulham, they're kind of three players I look at and think they'll make this step up easily. Other players maybe less so. We've already spoken about them. A couple of doubts about one or two players, but KP's not one of them for me, mate. I just see KP just going on a steady rise, or a very quick rise, if you like. Let's be honest. this is KP's opportunity. This is his position now. If he starts this game, it's his position to keep. If he has a good game today, and there's not much competition in that midfield position. It's only really, as we spoke to Craig yesterday from Anfield Agenda, make sure you check that video out, guys, coming out on Monday. Said only really John Henderson's the only the real, first name on the team sheet in that midfield role. There's still 2 positions very much up for grabs. Let's see if KP can make it his own.
Yeah, man. I like you say, I did a bit of a preview with a West Ham vlogger, and of course, they're all over the Declan Rice train, as you would expect, mate. But listen, KP's the man, isn't he? Let's be honest. KP is the man. It'd be all right living in one of them houses there, wouldn't it, Oscar, that you can see on the stream? Be all right looking at training every day. As a Leeds United fan, that'd be pretty special, I think.
Pretty nice houses to have, isn't it? I mean, one of them, you see the one on the right, I mean, it still looks like the kitchen and that lot, just washing the dishes and you just watch the lads train and that lot. Not bad, is it? Not bad life.
I know. It's not bad at all. I think it's
That's an interesting one, though, isn't it, off Barry John? How come Tyler Roberts is playing for Leeds today and not with Wales? That's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Because he was initially in the squad, I think, Tyler Roberts, but I think he was pulled out at the last minute. And wonder if that's going to be a bit of a, obviously, maybe possibly work against Tyler Roberts in future call-ups, or is that maybe something reading a little bit too much into that, do you reckon?
How come Roberts is playing for Leeds and not Wales? Yeah, it's a little bit interesting, that, isn't it? I wonder if, maybe Bielsa said, look, I'd prefer you back here. And we do see that, with club managers sometimes. And maybe, listen, if he's got the opportunity, if Bielsa's having a word with Roberts and saying, look, I see you as, having a bit more of a pivotal role this season. You can play for Wales in the Nations League, possibly risk injury, or stay with Leeds United and maybe get running against the likes of Liverpool, first game. I know your country's your country, but I know where my loyalties would lie in that respect. I don't know, because he doesn't really start for Wales, does he?
No, I think there's a lot, to be fair, in terms of the attacking positions, Wales have got a lot of quality, haven't they? They've got a lot of good players. I mean, obviously not world-class quality, but a lot of kind of depth in that position. I think they obviously got Harry Wilson kind of playing that 10 role, I think, the other day. I think they beat Finland, didn't they, on Thursday? So Harry Wilson looked like he's playing the 10 role. Obviously, Gareth Bale, you're never ever going to displace Gareth Bale. It doesn't matter who you are. And obviously on the left-hand side, obviously Dan James, obviously, it's still quite a sore subject, but Dan James is very much on the left-hand side, so it's hard for him. It maybe, I saw Kiefer Moore started the game. You have to say, really, you're looking at it and say, Tyler Roberts, if he gets to run the games at Leeds, he'll soon displace Kiefer Moore, surely. No disrespect to Kiefer Moore, but you would have thought so anyway. But the lads are just walking out now, mate. Just walking out now.
Let's see, let me make sure I'm up to speed with you, mate.
Make sure. Can you see Barry Douglas and Leif Davis sort of having a chat on the right side?
Yeah, and you've got Tyler near the referees, yeah?
Yeah. Looks like we're in sync anyway. But
yeah, this is a first for everything, isn't there?
Playing Norwich City, aren't we, mate?
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it?
What a nice kit, that, to be fair. Not going to lie.
Yeah. As you say, guys, while we go along, get your questions in. It is only pre-season, not all focus will be on the game. Like you say, there's a few of our top pros not lining up, Rodrigo, etc. I'm so excited to see the likes of him when we do get the opportunity to do so. We've got Tash coming in and mentioning the ticker again. She just WhatsApped us, so we best put that stuff on. So that's that.
Well remembered.
Yeah. I didn't remember until she texted me all the way from Barbados. The fucking ticker again. How are you both doing anyway? In Barbados. I don't know if that's how you say it, but Joe Rose, what do you think about the new kit, Oscar? I mean, when I seen it on the likes of KP and Cooper, the away kit, I think it is absolutely beautiful. I don't know what you think.
I like it too, mate. It's got that Inter Milan kind of feel to it, hasn't it? I quite like it, to be fair. I do always like a yellow away kit, but just kicked off here, mate. I always like a yellow away kit, but you know what? That's probably as good as you're going to get. After I thought I liked that. I don't know. I'm not that up for complaining about it. I've seen a lot of complaining about the kits, but at the end of the day, it's all about what we do in them. At the end of the day, it's
so true.
So Jack Harrison, nice little press of Jack Harrison, showing a lot of nice clean pair of heels there. Won the ball back.
Oh, he's Tyler now. Opportunity.
Ooh, just slipped over, hasn't he?
What about our man Rodrigo? I know someone's asked, do we think he'll start against Liverpool? I think it's highly unlikely, personally. I would love him to, but maybe he will, though. I mean, he's been getting a run out, against Germany, for God's sake. But it was nice to see him get an assist, wasn't it?
I thought.
Nice little knockdown.
I thought he played really well, mate, in the game. Obviously, there's been a lot made of that miss in the first half, but I thought he's really lively. I think he's causing, let's not forget, a really, really good team here problems. Germany, 4 times world champions, and I know he missed that chance, but great bit of awareness, getting in ahead of Robin Koch. I'm sure there'll be a bit of banter about that in training the next week. But in terms of starting Rodrigo, for me, I'd want Rodrigo to start, but I don't think he will. As much as I like Paddy Bamford, Rodrigo to start, but I see him more as coming on in the last 20 minutes of the first game, and seeing what can happen. I think at first he might be managed quite similarly to Eddie, but I think he'll hopefully get his opportunity to start games quicker than Eddie did. Well, I certainly hope so anyway, because you don't want to play of that quality on the bench.
Djukandji's mentioned the centre-back, the 18-year-old that we're looking at from Zagreb, I think it is. I seen something midweek where they were saying that I think the deal's basically done, but he's going to stay for the Champions League qualifier, possibly on the 16th of September, and then move on. I don't know if that's true, but I did see something along them lines that I think the deal's almost basically done, but we have an agreement that he plays for Zagreb. I might be wrong. People will be able to tell us in the chat. But I think there's an agreement that he plays for Zagreb in the Champions League qualifier, possibly. Before we seal the deal and he comes to Leeds. I don't know if that's true. People might let us know in the chat. I'd have a look on the old socials and find it, but watching the game, obviously. But people let us know if that is the case, because I know I did see it.
It's an interesting one, that, though, isn't it? I mean, you can see from their point of view, the selling club, it gives them a better chance of qualifying for the Champions League. But from our point of view, you theoretically, as naturally as Leeds fans, we're going to think, what if he gets injured? What if something like that happens? You know what I mean? It can happen. It has happened. It's not like we're paying 1 million for him. We're paying a big fee here. It's not. Obviously, I'm happy with it. I'm happy whatever way we can get it done. We get it done, kind of thing. So it means we have a third centre back, which was a bit of a concern. Obviously, you only need a nice little bit of play. Offside, nice bit of play on the right hand side there. But yeah, always better centre back, isn't it? Berra's not going to be fit this season at all by the likelihood. Coops and obviously Robin Koch. Robin Koch's a new signing as well. There's no guarantee. Talking about Rodrigo, that Robin Koch's going to start that first game. I think he probably will, because we've got literally no one else there. But it wouldn't surprise me if Robin Koch's on the bench for that first game. Big thanks to Charles D'Souza.
Yeah, big shout out, Charles D'Souza. Thank you for the super chat. It really helps the channel. I think it's good that it's good that Bielsa's sort of, got more used to the idea of another centre back coming in the door, because by all accounts, from what Phil was saying early doors, was that he didn't want another centre back. He's seen the likes of Ailey and he's seen the likes of KP being able to fill there. But can you imagine if, say, Cooper gets injured and we've only got Robin Koch, who's he is experienced for his age, but more so in English football, and then we're expecting him to play alongside an Ayling, for example, in the Premier League. It's not great. So I think it's good that Bielsa has sort of cooled down on the idea of another centre back, and it looks like we are going to get that done. Now then, Chris, I know Chris is a friend of the channel, top guy, thank you. Your Boa's right glute. It says, what's the score? It's 0-0, guys. We'll try to keep you posted as much as we can. To be honest, I'm doing this on my phone. So what we need to do, if we can get Oscar to edit the ticker. Can you edit the ticker, my friend?
Let's have a little look. On the spot here, bit of pressure here. Can I edit? I think I can.
Yeah, you should be able. I'm doing it on my phone, otherwise I would do it. But if you go to banners, and then hang on, I've got it here.
Here we go.
Have you got it?
There we go. I've got it.
There.
Whole new world, this mate. Whole new world.
Yeah, no, man. Do you know what's the whole new world? Is the fact that I'm teaching you. You know how bad I am with technology. Tash would be so proud. You know what I mean? 1 minute I'm taking screenshots. The next I'm telling Oscar how to get on, man. I'm an absolute whiz kid these days. Ben Marston says, where can I watch it? You can pay for an LU TV subscription at 99p, or you can have a look on social media. You'll probably get yourself a stream. But yeah, just stick with us though, mate. You'll be right, honestly. Exciting times. You know, how good was that interview we did yesterday with Craig from the Anfield Agenda, mate?
Oh, class, mate. Honestly, absolutely brilliant. And if we do say so ourselves, it was such a great chat, wasn't it? Actually, that's not work. So, yeah, mate.
I was going to say, you've taken all that time to edit it, and I'm watching it come along the screen, and I'm thinking he hasn't put the score on it.
Oh, he's made a right. He's made a right Western Supermare of it.
Tyler looking busy there. Nice bit of footwork.
Pacos Ferreira.
Go on, Pat. Oh.
Wait for it. Wait for it on the ticker. Wait for it on the ticker.
Yay! There we go. Leeds 0, Pacos Ferreira 0. But yeah, man, it was a great chat with Craig last night from the Anfield Agenda. Great guy. We'll be editing that and posting that up on Monday, I believe. Oh, Harrison.
Oh, lovely bit of player, Jack Harrison. That lovely bit of pressing. That's Jack Harrison. This is Jack. I mean, Jack Harrison, fitness-wise, is just never in doubt, is it? It's never ever in doubt for 90 minutes. It's brilliant pressing that. He'll be doing that Van Dijk on next Saturday. Yeah.
Be interesting to see how that battle's going to go down. I'm so excited for that game. But yeah, we're gonna post that video up Monday, guys. So keep it locked to All Leeds TV. Then during the week, you'll of course have our previews. We're trying to get something sorted with Red Men TV as well. So hopefully we'll get a video put out with them. That's great. So yeah, all systems go. All Leeds TV. We've also live tomorrow with Baron Cross. Hopefully we will get the inside scoop on some transfers tomorrow. So make sure you join us live at 12 midday, where we have a chat with Leeds United Live's Baron Cross. You know, Monday, we've got the Anfield Agenda video out. We've got plenty to come, man. It's exciting.
It's exciting time. It's a chance, that on the back post.
Yeah.
Jack Harrison on the back post.
I think the header should go in, to be fair, Oscar.
Yeah,
obviously we're not going to get the... Looks a bit taller. I think we're not going to get the luxury of replays at 4 Park, shall we? But the header probably should go in. Yeah.
Just under 300 watching, absolutely top class support, guys. I mean, for a pre-season friendly at 4 Park as well, it's like that's pretty unreal support, guys.
It is. Barry Jones asked, where do you think Leeds United will finish this season, Oscar?
Oh, it's a tough one, mate. It's a really. I think we'll stay up. It depends on the poll a lot for me, and any other kind of like transfer business, and obviously you got to look at what other big teams are doing as well. I'd say about 11th to 15th at the minute, something like that. I'm thinking. Might seem a bit conservative, but to be honest, mate, as long as we play our stuff, stay up, have a decent little cup run, or have a proper go in the cups, I'd be pretty happy with that as a first season. Yeah, I've seen obviously a lot of talk of top 10. I think we've definitely got the potential for top 10, but I think the main thing is we just keep building. That's the main thing. We're not having a daft season of struggle like Villa. Well, not that I think we will, but yeah, I'd say about 11th to 15th, maybe a bit higher if we do get people like to pull through the door. What about you, mate? Left it off. Oh, no, it's not.
I mean, you know me. I think we'll finish top half. I do. I think we'll be comfortable. There's no sort of similarities with the likes of Villa, etc. It's lazy football banter or whatever you want to call it. People trying to liken us for Fulham and a Villa. I've said my piece on it. I think it's a load of tosh. But I think we'll be comfortable. I mean, we there's levels to this, and we're on a different footing than most teams that come out of the Championship in terms of the stature of the football club. We've already signed 2 fully fledged internationals. One, the caliber of Rodrigo leading the line is it's no joke, man. It's a big far cry from the likes of Wesley and stuff and Samatta, isn't it? Let's be honest, bro. And we've already got, players ready, your Pablo Hernandez's, your Calvin Phillips. They're already there, the spine's there, and with the right additions, which we've done so far, I think we'll be fine. We have the best coach in world football. There's a lot of naivety with the Premier League fan base, especially the young ones. I mean, when I was younger, there wasn't no social media and stuff, but the young ones have such a high opinion on football and believe they know the thing, and probably don't think Leeds are even a big club, and they're going to get a shock, because we're not going to come to make up the numbers. We are going to really get in the mix, like we said yesterday with Craig, mate. We're going to attack. There isn't going to be a game where Bielsa goes, do you know what, let's just sit in and get a point. It's never going to happen. It'll be gung-ho, and I'm so excited for it, because it's what you want, What you just want to have a go. That's what you want as a fan. We've sat through dross. This is what I mean. I'm so excited. We've sat through dross for the last 16 years, bro. We've seen top-level talent come through. The likes of Lewis Cook. I mean, Lewis Cook was absolutely unreal. And it's just been, they've moved on, or they've had it coached out of them by dog shit coaches, and it's just, we're so lucky. We're so lucky, and people need to recognise it, because he's not going to be here forever. And, I think depending on where we finish next season, he might move on. He's still not signed his deal.
No.
I mean,
this must be a Premier League first, though, where you got a manager who's actually out of contracts managing. You know what I mean? It is crazy, really, isn't it? It's I mean,
it's decent footwork, that. However,
he's done well to get away.
Yeah,
pretty cool pass off his line.
It's never a good thing, is it?
No, it's always a bit nervy. Even a pre-season friendly, a bit nervy. Thinking, what's he going to do to try and cost us this game at some point? But you know what I mean. It's so it looks to me, mate. It looks like Pablo on the right here. Tyler's kind of playing the 10, or they're kind of switching between the two. Either side of Shackleton.
Where's Costa? Where's Costa?
Bench, I think.
Is he benched? Yeah.
Yeah.
The bench.
That's a pretty.
Does anyone know how much it is Does anyone know how much it is in the chat to live around Thorpe Arch? I won't mind one of them houses. Can you imagine me doing my previews and that out window? It'd be absolutely brilliant, wouldn't it? I've just got you some live footage here, guys. It'd be amazing.
So I might just go move. Can you give us a quick interview, mate? And that lot is a classic thing. Just come in here, and that lot and say, quick interview. But yeah, if anyone does have any quotes and that lot of houses around there, or if anyone is watching this who might live in one of those houses around there, send us your asking price, and we might get all these TV towers in there. You never know.
Graham Johnson's asked you to run through the team, Oscar. I don't know if you've still got it there, mate.
Sure. So, team is, we've got Kiko in goal, back four of Aylin, Casey Davis, Douglas, Strauch holding midfield, Shackleton and Roberts, it looks like, kind of playing in the middle together. Pablo on the right, Harrison left, Bamford up top on his own. It's what it looks like at the minute. It looks like Hernandez and Roberts switching roles a little bit, playing quite fluidly. Tell you what, a bit of a attack on this left-hand side here. It's a decent ball, that. Kiko off his line. Kiko does something right here, and a quick little throw out. Oh, no, he doesn't. Straight to their player. Ball's come in. Oh, tell you what, that's a poor header, isn't it? But it's things like that, though, Joe. It's things like that Kiko's just done there. In the Premier League, that's a goal. That's a goal, that. Ball comes into the box, a free header, inside the 6-yard box, that's a goal. That's the kind of sloppiness, not just Kiko, but across the team. We've played fantastic football, but from time to time, thinking of that Barnsley second half and that lot, you can't do that in the Premier League. You can't be sloppy in that lot. You've got to, I'll tell you what, it's another dodgy little pass, but gone out of it somehow. We've not. That's a bit of a lazy pass off Tyler Roberts. First little chance, that, to be fair, for Pacos. It's a good ball in. Centre forward, I think, should do better there, to be fair. It's a free header, and he's just spurned it, really. But, it's Barry Douglas. Little touch for Pascal Strauch. Going to try and play out at the back here. It's back into Casilla. Casey's offering.
Someone's just made a good point, right?
Yeah.
Correct, Kinos. And you know how I feel. Who's better, Kiko or BPF?
I was about to say something I was going to regret then, but that is like asking what's your favourite hangover, to be honest. I mean, I don't know, mate. Maybe it's been a bit harsh on Kiko, because obviously, let's remember, Kiko first half of the season just gone. I thought he was excellent. That game at Hillsborough, that save against Hull, he made some fantastic saves, but I think on that basis, those 6 months where he was absolutely brilliant after Derby, I probably have to see a Kiko. But in terms of costs, you've got to take that into perspective as well. Kiko has cost a lot more than BPF, in terms of wages. Yeah. In terms of BPF, actually, we got a fee for as well. We got 3 million. Somehow we got 3 million out of Burnley for him. I don't know why Burnley paid us for BPF, to be honest, but maybe that's me being harsh. But yeah, I mean, it's not great, is it? I mean, it's a good job we've got Meslier, but a nice little attack off Pablo on the right. Ball into the box of Pablo. Oh. Just cleared. But yeah, I'd probably say Casilla. What do you reckon, mate?
Yeah, Casilla, yeah. I mean, regardless of what you think, I mean, you know what my thoughts were on BPF. I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but there was many a times in the early stage. I remember that first loss of the season we had against Birmingham, and then 2 goals from Shea Adams. I genuinely believe
when he dived out of the way.
He dived out of the way of it. He literally dived out of the way of it, and it was like,
it's things like that, mate. You look back at it and you think, we could have got promoted, as much as you don't want to look back in regret, we could have got promoted a year ago if we didn't have goalkeeping, cock-ups like that. How many were there that last season? Not this season, but season just gone. The amount of ones between BPF and Casilla, I mean, obviously, we always go back to Derby, but even before that, I remember the one at Ipswich, when the ball came into the box and basically, Casilla basically punched Luke Ayling in the face and conceded. It was comical. It was comical, and that was against Ipswich.
Yeah. The one against Brentford comes to mind as well. That was a howler, wasn't it? When he put his foot over it and Ben Rama just yeah. We were never beaten. We were the masters of our own downfall, really, in that first season. I think back to just some of the mistakes made through that Wigan one, for example. That was just brutal, that game, Just wasn't meant to be that. It just wasn't meant to be.
It was a nightmare. But corner coming in, cleared by Paddy Bamford. But as Jack Delaney says, imagine Kiko against, I don't even want to do this, but against Ferreira, Aguero, Mane and Salah. I mean, that's the thing you got to consider as well. if you make a cock up against those, it's a goal. You know what I mean? You know, it's a tough battle. But let's I think we might be getting a bit negative here. You know, Kiko's still one of our players. He may well start that first game at Anfield, and he might have an absolute wonder show. So, for a long throw coming in, it's well cleared. Yeah, I think we're not building play very well at the back, are we? We're giving it away quite a lot. I mean, obviously, take it with a pinch of salt. You know, I've got a lot of players. You know, KP's so instrumental in it. You know, hopefully Robin Koch will be quite instrumental in it. Liam Cooper, you know, Stewie Dallas as well. So it is tough, you know, trying to sort of judge this team when it's just so many players who won't be starting that game against Liverpool. You know, 3 or 4 players in this game at most will probably be starting that game.
Yeah, no, exactly, mate. If you look at the lineup, 100%, there isn't going to be that many making a start against Liverpool, you know. But it'll be interesting to see how Bielsa takes it on. The fact that we haven't had much of a pre-season, the fact that we haven't had much training time. I don't know what your thoughts are. It'd be interesting to see just what he does with that lineup. Who would be your lineup?
Interesting one, mate. I mean, to be honest, I would personally play Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo, just gives us that different kind of threat against Liverpool. You know, I think he can really, you know, when you've got someone like Van Dijk, Gomez and that lot, the one thing you want to kind of try and do against them is get some pace up against them. You know, get some pace in behind them and that lot. I just think Rodrigo offers that different kind of threat to Bamford. I don't think there's any chance this is going to happen, by the way, but I'd have Rodrigo up top personally. I'd go the same kind of midfield 4, Costa, Harrison, and then kind of Hernandez, Click. I would have gone Forshaw. If Forshaw was fit, I'd go Forshaw all day long at Anfield. Kind of battler you want in that kind of game. But, you know, such is life. You know, I don't think Forshaw's going to be back fit for that one. And obviously after that, pretty much KP, Stewie Dallas, Luke Ayling, kind of fullbacks, and then Robin Koch and Coops centre-backs, I guess, and Meslier in goal. So probably only 2 changes from last season's team, just up top and at centre-back. And one of those is enforced. But what do you think to that, mate? Would you not play Rodrigo and Koch from the off, or what was your opinion?
I mean, we have to start Koch, surely. Who else would?
That's the trouble, isn't it? It's
because if we don't start Koch, what are you saying? Are you saying Ayling goes in and?
I think the thing, you know, Ayling playing out of position at the best team in England, kind of thing, against the best front 3 in the world, arguably. You know, it's not ideal. It's not ideal in your favourite position, is it? It's
no.
That's why I'd be so. You know, obviously Rodrigo not starting, I could understand. You know, could definitely understand that. You know, he's probably going to have 2-3 training sessions tops. But Robin Koch, I think, is one we've got to really, really, you know, we're trying to start if we can. You know, if he's fully fit, if he's match ready, I think he's got to start for me. You know, you've got to try and keep people in their positions as much as we can. Nice little bit of play here between Roberts and Hernandez. Roberts made a nice little run there inside. Sorry, Shackleton even. Nice little ball off Shackleton. No, it's well covered. There's a nice little bit of interplay between Hernandez, Roberts and Shackleton. It's just the final ball has been a little bit disappointing so far. You know, especially off Pablo, you know, by his standards, you know. But it's weird, isn't it? It's almost like there's not been a pre-season. You know, it's been a couple of weeks tops. There's not really been many games. I think this is only going to be our second in total. It's just very different, isn't it? It's going to be interesting if we can make that fast start that we always do under Bielsa. You know, we're absolutely at the tip-top fitness levels. Everyone's in tip-top condition. Is it going to be a bit different this season? Is it going to be a season where we improve as we go on? But nice ball, that, to be fair. He's beaten Ayling on the left. So it's well covered in the end off Pablo in the end. So Pablo trying to get us off on the counter here. He's travelling a little bit with the ball. Nice little ball into Shacks. Gone into Harrison. Harrison going at the defence. Nice little run of Harrison. Ooh, he's got the shot off on his right foot. Just wide. But yeah, mate, I just can't see, you know, looking at the games we've got, Liverpool and Man City in the first 4 games, that we're going to make this fast start that we normally do. I just think it's going to be a season where, as we get more and more used to the Premier League, I think we'll improve as the season goes on. To be honest, what's your feelings on that?
Yeah, mate. I'd have to agree with you, dude. It's going to be. I look at that Liverpool game, and I think, right, it's a free hit. Yeah, it's a free hit. It is what it is. We might be on the end of a hiding, but as long as we've had a go, we can't afford to make mistakes against anyone in this division. That's one thing we need to be sure of. We can't make mistakes, but as long as we have a go, then that's all that matters to me. I look at the first 3 fixtures and think it's not out of the realms of possibility for us to get 6 points.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I can't see Sheffield United. I think they'll still do pretty well, but I don't think they'll do as well as last season. I think they'll have a bit of second season syndrome. A lot of teams that go up find it more difficult in that second season. I think a lot of teams will suss out those overlapping centre backs, as we mentioned to Craig the other day. But no, absolutely not. I think really, if you're looking at it, Fulham at home, Sheffield United away, we've got to be looking at 4 points there at least. You've got to be looking to win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think
if you want to stay in this division and be a force, you've got to be looking at what those and saying, 4 points. We certainly don't want to be losing those kind of games. As much as you look at Sheffield United on paper and say, they finished 9th for whatever they did last year. We've still got to be going to Bramall Lane and at the very least going toe to toe with them, which we will. That's why I'm not. We look at the quality. There's going to be a lot of times this season where you compare the two teams, you compare us on paper to other teams, and you say, "Ooh, they've got quality here, they've got quality there." But we're going to have a go. We're going to be well drilled. We're going to have our fitness levels going to be tip top, and we're going to be prepared for things. And that's the thing. I think we're going to have to face a lot of that next season, where you're looking at it thinking, "Say what, Paddy Bamford, good tackle." Quality wise in the Championship, we were levels above. Weren't we? Let's be honest. We were levels above most games. This season, it's going to be a bit different. The expectation level is going to be less on us, and whether that works in our favour, who knows? Who knows? It's one of those. It's harder to gauge this team until we've kicked a ball, isn't it? I think after sort of 4 or 5 games, after we've played Liverpool, after we've played Man City, after we've played Wolves, see how we get on. Maybe in that Wolves game, we might cause a bit of a surprise. You don't know. Maybe that City game, we might cause a surprise. We know how poor City are at the back. If Rodrigo gets a little running on John Stones or something, it's a good save. It's a good save off Pablo. Probably our best chance so far on the edge of the area, that, mate, to be fair. It's nice little bit of play in the build-up to it. But
I'm just
no worries,
preoccupied, man.
I think
I'm trying to think.
I just think with Leeds this season, it's going to be much easier to gauge after 5 or 6 games. Seeing where we are after 5 or 6 games, seeing how we're playing. Are we managing to cut out the mistakes? Are we managing to keep it tight at the back without Ben White? That's the other thing to take into consideration. Ben White, as much as I do have great faith in Robin Koch, Robin Koch did make a cock up in the cost Germany game. To be fair, if you want to be really harsh, I was reading a bit of the German, can't remember what it's called now, German media on the game and that lot. So I get a bit of what views are on Robin Koch, and to say that's not the first time that's happened, where Robin Koch's made a mistake and it's cost Germany points. So it's he looks the business to me, Robin Koch. I think he just needs a little bit of fine tuning. I think he's one of those, a bit like Ben White did. Just needs a little bit of fine tuning. Work on a few bits and pieces, and he will be a top centre back for me. But there probably is going to be a bedding in period. Making your debut at centre back away at Anfield against Salah, Mane, Firmino, when you probably had 2 training sessions, it's going to be a daunting task. And this is the big thing for me, mate. Just to go on to something else. If we're losing that first game, getting hammered in that first game, we get hammered by Man City, I'm not going to be panicking. I'm not going to be panicking, because the same thing happened to Sheffield United last season. It happens. We're going to have games where we get an absolute hiding. Arsenal away. It's going to happen from time to time.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, if we were to get hammered, stay away from Twitter, because there was a bloody meltdown after we got beat by Stoke 3-0, and I was just like, for me, I didn't even take no interest in it at all. it's pre-season, man. Like, don't worry about that shit. You know what I mean? It's not going to have an impact on our season. Genuinely, the team that's playing now, the performance they're putting in, it's not anywhere near to the levels we'll reach come the start of the season. We've seen that. I mean, I went to Guiseley and stuff, and there's no way in that lead up to Bielsa's first season or any season under Bielsa, you look at pre-season and go, yeah, I tell you what, we're going to blow teams away here. Do you know what I mean? Because pre-season is what it is. It's pre-season. The lads are not putting 100% in because you don't want to overexert yourself in a pre-season game and get yourself injured. Do you know what I mean? Just little things like that. Like, they'll save that. They'll save that for behind closed doors and murder ball, mate. Do you know what I mean? That's what really counts for Bielsa. It's evident that's the fact because when the restart happened and we had that time off and we had them final 9 games, we didn't have any preseason games. We didn't have any warm-up games. Bielsa was just not, thingy, was murder ball was enough for us. We seen that. So, I mean, if anything, probably Bielsa sees these sort of games, bro, as a bit of a nuisance, if I'm being totally honest.
I agree.
That's my thought process.
I think the Australia trip as well, I mean, the fact he split the group up, and he actually went home, didn't he, for one of our friendlies and left left Corbrand in charge of one of the games. I think it was that Western Sydney one. I think he managed to make the Scrum game. But Corbrand was in charge of that. I mean, he wanted to split the group up, and half the group was in bloody Leeds, the other group was in Australia in that lot. I mean, but yeah, I agree, mate. I mean, the pre-season's pre-season. You can only ever take it with a pinch of salt at the absolute most. I mean, I wouldn't even bother taking the pinch of salt, to be fair, because you look at Arsenal, Liverpool. Do you think Liverpool are now thinking, got beat by Arsenal? Arsenal are favourites for the title now. It's just not how it works. That's the thing. If you're going off pre-season, you're saying, okay, Arsenal are the best team in England now because they've just beaten the champions of England. It's just not how it works. I mean, you've got teams are at different stages of fitness. Like Stoke, I think, had played 4 or 5 games before we played them. They played a League Cup game before that, a couple of days before. So, it's hard to judge, mate. It's hard to judge. I'd never really go off pre-season. I think really pre-season, it's all about fitness.
Genuinely, I've seen the results, seen the goals going in, and I wasn't bothered. Like, I don't get why people are bothered. We could lose this game. It's not skin off my nose. You can see from watching it, they're not at top level. It's a totally different ball game. It's just to wipe the Listen, I'm not a pro footballer, but it's just to wipe the cobwebs off, innit? Wipe the cobwebs off, get some minutes. I tell you what, though, just seeing him on the ball there, I can't wait to see the Magic Man back in the Premier.
Absolutely, mate. For me, I look at it and say, what, Jack Harrison cutting in on his left? Well blocked again. But for me, if you're talking about key players, I think Pablo's going to be one of those key players. If Pablo can reach the levels he reached at the Championship in terms of productivity, I think we're absolutely fine. I'll go as far as that. I'd say if Pablo adjusts to the Premier League like he did the Championship, we'll be fine. Absolutely no doubt about it. You've got someone there who's going to get double figures for goals, double figures for assists. It's an absolute must for anyone's fantasy football teams this season. It's going to be cheap. No one knows about him outside of the Leeds circles. It's going to be a nice.
Sorry, Pablo
Hernandez for me.
He's already in mine. He's got to
be. He's not such a steal, isn't he? I mean, him and Ferreira have just straight in, mate. Straight in. Absolute bargains. Number 10s. Going to get goals. Going to get assists. And that is your Oscar Mario fantasy football tip. Thank me later when you're top of the league after the first week.
See, I couldn't find Ferreira on mine. Let me get mine up. And we haven't done a league at All Leeds TV. The only reason being is when everyone started doing them, like literally everyone started doing them. I seen leagues coming up everywhere, and I was thinking it's pointless. It's pointless. It's a bit of a saturated market, so we'll let other people do that stuff.
What a block that is! What a block that is off like Luke Ayling.
Let me log in now and I'll get my team up.
Ball coming in on this right side of Pacos. Yeah, it's just been a typical pre-season game, this, hasn't it, really, mate? It's been nice to choose and bits and pieces.
Do you want to know my team?
Go on then, go on. Rattle us through the team. If there's any scum players in there, though, mate, you just
there was, but he came out. I did have Rashford, to be honest, but there you go.
He's admitted to it. He's admitted to having a scum player in his fantasy. Next, you're going to tell me you've got Chelsea players in there.
I've got Werner.
Oh, no, it's even worse. Even worse.
So listen,
when Chelsea score, that's the thing here, mate. If Chelsea score, Timo Werner scores, you're going to be secretly a little bit happy. If Timo Werner scores against Leeds, you'll be like, that's what really puts me off about putting them in. Like, I'm like thinking, shit, if they score, I'm kind of going to be like gutted, but then a bit like, it's come on then, rattle us through the team.
Okay, so I've got McCarthy in goal, Luke Ayling, Mendy, Laporte, and Joe Bryan.
Okay.
I've got a midfield four of Mane, Hernandez, Aubameyang, and Harrison.
Oh, it's 1-0. We're one down.
And then up top, I've got Werner and Aguero. I've missed the goal now. I can't even get a replay either.
It's Kiko again, just too far off his line, trying to narrow the angle and just kind of squared it. It's kind of a one-on-one, and then the other guy's made a run behind Kiko. It's quite a nice goal, to be fair, but a bit disappointed defensively. But it is what it is. It's pre-season at the end of the day, guys. There's going to be absolute meltdown on Twitter. Oh, my word. We're one down. This is it.
We're losing again. That's 2 out of 2. We're going to get beat 8-0.
Barry Douglas it's a well-worked goal, to be fair. Barry Douglas totally out of position. I don't know what he's doing on the back. He's got to be getting that away, really. But
it's also piss poor goalkeeping, though.
It is, yeah. I mean, what's he doing out there?
I mean, I'm not too fussed about it, is what it is. But James Staddon's made a good pot, right? I think this is absolute tosh, this.
Yes.
It's absolute tosh. And that's not a go at you, James. I seen it on social media earlier on today and just thought that's absolute tosh. I think, Oscar, you said a few words on it on social media as well, I believe.
Yeah, he's just not a Bielsa player for me, Rafinha. I mean, he's I don't know, he's just too slow on the ball for me. I mean, he plays for Barcelona. He's come through the Barcelona academy. He's Thiago's brother, cousin. I'm not sure. I think he's brother with Thiago. Rodrigo Moreno's cousin. I think that's literally where it's come from. He's Rodrigo's cousin. I think that's literally where the whole link's probably come from. I can't see it, mate. I can't see why. I mean, we've got Pacos. I tell you what, a bit of banter now with the Pacos de Ferreira now. We're getting
Can you update the ticker for him? I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. Let's have a look at this. Barry Douglas, ball in the box. Stroud.
1-1. 1-1. No more panic now, mate. No more panic. We're winning the league again.
Yeah, exactly. Can you update the ticker, my friend?
We should be updated now, mate. We should be updated.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a wait. Oh,
hey. Leeds 1. Pacos Ferreira 1. Douglas, though, decent delivery.
Yeah, good ball in that. Good ball in, to be fair. But that's what Barry needs to do more of, to be fair. You know how much I try and sing his praises, but he needs to do more of that. Pascal Stroud scored. I might tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to update the ticker with the goal scorer as well.
Oh, check him out now, guys.
I tell you what. But I don't know who scored for Pacos. I don't want to sound like I'm being really narrow-minded, but let's have a little look. Yeah,
I'll tell you the scorer for the Pacos because it was on the social medias. Lucas Silva converts a low pass across the face of goal from João Amaral. So any Pacos Ferreira fans, it was Lucas Silva with a pass across the face of goal with João Amaral. There you go. But it is one apiece now. Pascal Stroud with an equaliser with a lovely... Oh, we're getting told, hang on, it's Pacos, not Pacos. They're both the same to me, apart from one's got a squiggly line under the circle. I don't know how I pronounce that. Sorry, Pacos, not Pacos. It means the same thing to me. Sorry, I don't know how you pronounce. Do you know how to pronounce a squiggly line under a C? Paha? No, I don't know. Sorry, dude.
That's the thing. I mean, we're going to look like we should have done our research, shouldn't we? We should have done what Bielsa has probably prepared dossiers on this team after dossier on. Well, no, fair play, plenty of Pacos. Do you want to say Pacos? I don't know. We'll just say Pacos. Mathos. Okay, Mathos.
Pathos.
Pacos. If we're getting in mentioned as well. Pacos.
You learn something new every day.
I think we should just say let's say Pacos. Pacos then.
Yeah, I think this is the best one. This one, Pathos
then. Yeah, Pathos. Yeah.
James, thank you for the shout out, Pathos.
I don't want to sound like Paul Merson, but I just don't. I don't know what I'm saying there. Pathos.
Absolutely murdering it.
I sort of Shackleton.
We don't have a Premier League fantasy football created. There's loads out there. I've joined the Talking Shut one, so if you want to jump on theirs, that's the one I've joined. I find sometimes I've got too many leagues. We would have done it before, but like when I noticed like every man and the dog's done them, I was just thinking there's enough out there without us jumping on the boat. That's my opinion. If Oscar wants to set one up, he's well happy to do so. But there you go. So 1-1, guys, 41 minutes, couple of minutes left. Would you like to see some changes? I'd really like to see Charlie Creswell, mate.
Yeah, I would. Second half, maybe come on for Ollie Casey. Yeah. Casey, to be fair, I think he's had a good game here. I think the defence has done okay. I think Barry Douglas will be disappointed in that goal that we conceded, but I think Aylins looks sharp on the right-hand side. Again, Tyler's lost the ball a couple of times in midfield, but a number of tackles on the right side. Well, covered off Jack Harrison. That's brilliant. That is what Jack Harrison is going to have to do a hell of a lot of on next Saturday. You got Alexander Arnold, Mo Salah, arguably the most dangerous right side in Europe. Jack Harrison going to have to do plenty of that. He's going to have to be so switched on. Same with Helder Costa on the other side. If they're not willing to work, obviously Jack Harrison will, but Helder Costa is going to have to seriously work on Saturday, to stop Robertson, Mane, overlaps in that lot, because it's going to be 2-on-1s in a lot of situations. So, got to have that work rate. I'd like to see Costa come on, to be fair, maybe second half, maybe bring on Ian Ferreira as well. I think we will make changes second half, to be fair.
Aye, so do I, mate. They'll have to get minutes. Leighton's asked, who's your favourite player in the team?
Tough one. Pablo for me. Pablo or Click. I'd probably say Pablo. I think the amount of big moments he produces. I mean, for me, Pablo. KP's up there as well. I love them all, mate. I love them all, but I say Pablo. What about you, mate?
Mine's KP all day long, KP all day long. The guy is such a gent as well, man. It was lovely seeing the videos of his family reacting to the news and that. Have you seen the one of his nan? I didn't realise, she was like, I've got 26 grandchildren, 24 great-grandkids and one great-great-grandchild. I was like, go on, lass.
You wouldn't want to make her angry, would you?
Hey?
You wouldn't want to make KP's grand angry, to be fair. You wouldn't dare.
Man, I mean, that's many grandchildren as well, man. Wow.
That's the thing.
Big family.
I want to see a bit more Paddy. I think Paddy's been a little bit quiet this first half to me, to be honest. I'd like to see it. It's going to have to be Paddy Bamford. It is Paddy Bamford against West Brom kind of performance for me, against Liverpool. Proper, just selfless running, backing into centre backs, holding the ball up. It's going to have to be all of that, against Liverpool to give us a chance in that game, isn't it? I think that's the thing with the Liverpool game. If everyone's absolutely on it, like they were against Arsenal, we can give them a game. We can give them a game. We can keep the ball and that lot. But we'll just wait. So, as you say, mate, I'm excited. To an extent. It is really exciting. If we lose the game, I'm not going to be that arse, to be honest, because we're playing like the Premier League and European champions. It's at the end of the day, it's almost like a cup game. But you know what? We'll give it a go. That's the thing I know, mate. We're not going to sit back. We're going to give it a go. We're going to create some chances. We're going to try our best in the game. And and that's the main thing for me. And then the bigger game is the Fulham game. Yeah, the game that's going to be a tough watch is going to be that Fulham game, because that's going to be a scrap.
Do you think? I think we'll absolutely wipe the floor with them like we did in the league, man. I'd
like to think so, mate. I'd like to think so, but I think it's going to be. It's one that's
Scotty Parker's inept. I think Scotty Parker's inept, especially at Premier League level. I think he got away with one, getting them through to the final. I think that was more so with the players' mentality and Thomas Frank's inexperience being able to temper the expectations of the group and stuff. I think, and I think in the Premier League he'll get found out even more. That's just my opinion. I think we'll beat Fulham.
I mean, I'm looking at Fulham and thinking, if I had to put money on someone to finish bottom, I would be Fulham at the minute. I think ourselves and West Brom, I think we're far better last season than Fulham. It definitely is. And I'd definitely argue West Brom as well. I think the league table can be quite misleading sometimes. I think for a large part of the season, Fulham were very, very, very average. It was only those last games. After we beat them, to be honest, they kind of turned it around after that. They put a bit of a run together. They did quite well in the playoffs, to be fair to them. But yeah, they need signings, to be fair. But that Fulham game, I think what I do think with that Fulham game is there's going to be a bit of pressure on that one. Because it is, I think in the players' heads are going to be thinking, okay, Fulham at home. We've then got a pretty tough run of games after that. There's pressure on us to win this, kind of thing. And that might be good pressure, but I just think that's going to be a bit of a horrible game, that one. I think it's one we'll win, to be honest, but I think it'll be one where Fulham know they need to get something. They'll probably park the bus a little bit. It might be a little bit tough for us.
There's a lot of stuff in the chat, and I think what we've said is if Calvin does start, we might come back and do another watch along, didn't we, Oscar?
Because hopefully Calvin's going to start one of these games. If whichever one he starts, we'll do a cheeky little watch along, guys. Calvin watch, we'll call it anyway. Yeah,
definitely.
Well, a couple of mentions here that he's going to be on the bench. Again, I don't think it's till 6 o'clock the game anyway. I mean, it's one of them, isn't it? It's a tough one. It's if Calvin starts, as much as I'm really wanting to do well, I'm just hoping he doesn't put himself too in the shop window, kind of thing. Always the negative me thinking about this. But look, I think Calvin's going to stay either way, but I don't want him to make too much of an impression. I don't want bloody Pep putting a bid in. You know what I mean? I don't want anything like that. It's But yeah, it's just great, isn't it? It's just great having a Leeds player in the England squad. I mean, bloody hell. I mean, the last one was Alan Smith, bloody 2004. I mean, long time, isn't it? I know we've had Lewis Cook, Cookie, Fab Delph and that lot, but no one while they're actually wearing our colours, kind of thing. So absolutely unreal, isn't it? It's we're back, mate. We're back. We've got
it's
playing Liverpool next week.
It's absolutely amazing, man, and I'm buzzing for it, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait. I've just been making a few changes there on my fantasy team. I found Ferreira. I've put Ferreira in.
Good lad. Thank me later.
Yeah. No, I have. Hernandez, Harrison, Mane, Aubameyang. That's the midfield.
What's the... Oh, yeah, Aubameyang's down as the midfielder, isn't it? I don't mind that. It's a bit decent.
It's great, though, isn't it? Think about it. Both him and Mane, they're going to get goals.
Did you have Werner and Aguero up top?
Yeah.
Goals in that team, to be fair, mate. You'll be taking a few golden boots thingies and that lot if they all start firing. But I see Chelsea as well. I'll be honest though, mate. I think a lot of the talk of Chelsea being like title challengers, I think that's absolutely ludicrous, to be honest. I think they are so far off being title challengers, even with all these players. You're talking about 6 or 7 new players. I know they've just signed Havertz as well, but no matter who you buy, no matter how good the players you buy, it's going to take time to bed in that many players. And you've got Frank Lampard as well. The jury's still out if you're being kind on Frank Lampard. You could be even harsher on that and say, he got completely outclassed by Arsenal in the cup final and Villa in the cup final as well. He doesn't do it in the big game so far. So I just think that's a mad shout, to be fair. I think it's Liverpool and City top 2 all day long. Get as many Liverpool players in that team as you can.
Someone's asked me what happened to my screen. Someone called me because they want to jump on the stream. So I've fired him over the link, and he should be joining us very shortly. I think.
A mystery guest.
Yeah, mystery guest. Drum roll. Put in the group in the chat. Who do you think it is? Whoever gets a guess, whoever guesses gets a shout out. I can't give you anything. I'm skint. But let's see if we can get some guesses in. It's not Calvin. Connor? No, it's not. It's not Connor.
Decent shout.
Decent shout though. To be fair,
I think I know who it is.
Gosh. We want Connor. Yeah. Danny. Maybe Phil. Phil's a good shout. Watch this space. I mean, you're gonna be let down. Jesus. Stop crying, Frank Lampard. Super Danny. Who is it? Is he here yet or what? DePaul. Love that. I mean, that would be a dream. Old David Batty. Don't think it'll be that. Vinnie Jones. I'll take that. Messi. Love it. Benjamin Bloom.
And that's a good shout as well.
Yeah. I think he means Calvin's grand, but maybe. She'll be too busy with her 26 grandkids. Viduka. Bielsa. I wish. Who else have we got? Neckmar. Anthony Littlewood, you legend. Well remembered. We all remember Neckmar.
Christian Bennecke.
Binky. Shout. We're getting closer, I think. Oscar's dad. I mean, he'd just pop up behind Oscar when he's had a few beers. Let's have a look. Alioski. Yeah, man. That'd be amazing as well, wouldn't it?
Popey. Decent little shout as well.
We've got Berron tomorrow, guys. Don't forget, we've got Berron Cross live tomorrow. Charlotte. Yeah. When she's old enough, no doubt. Declan says, your foot. I don't know why he said that, but there you go. Socks and sliders, like a German tourist.
Kind of like, I don't know.
Thomas Brolin.
We'll be able to fit him on the screen, mate.
Woodgate, Emma Jones. Yes, please. Chris Kamara. Anfield Agenda. No, he's coming Monday.
Can I have a little go?
Go on then.
Right. Is it one of the Talking Shut lads?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought for certain it's going to be one of the Talking Shut lads. Who?
No, I did speak to them earlier, but they're working.
Who's got coming there? Liam Horsley?
No, not Liam.
You've done me in there now. I'm trying to think.
It is actually Calvin Phillips.
Straight from the England camp.
What would you imagine? I feel like it's going to be a bit of a letdown.
Claudio.
No, man. No, imagine. Bring back clouds. Claudio's too busy upsetting the Twitter sphere. He loves it, man. He lives for it. Oh, maybe.
No, to be fair, he's only spot on. Mr. Lewis. How are we, my friend?
Well, now I feel like I've let every single person down. Connor, Danny, every Leeds player under the sun. LUFC Lewis, for God's sake.
Here, we'll let Lewis answer this.
Go
on. It's up on the screen. Can you not see it?
Oh, what? What do you think about? I mean, the mates, because they're either mates or cousins or whatever. So I think he's followed him for ages, but he has been liking all the Leeds related stuff. Not that there's been much, but I'm not sure there's much in it, to be honest. I think they've known each other a long time. It'd be like if Thiago liked it, everyone would be like, "Oh, Thiago's coming to Leeds." It's like, I don't know. I mean, I hope so, but I'm not gonna get too ahead of myself.
No. I'm just looking at some of the chat, man. Yeah. So anyway, you didn't give me your thoughts on my dream team, Oscar. What do you reckon?
What, your dream team?
Yeah.
I'm still not happy Werner's in there. Because when Werner scores, you're going to be secretly celebrating.
I won't be, man. I mean, dream team's not that fucking important.
You'll still be thinking Chelsea score, you're like, and then Werner scores. You'll still be thinking in the head of yours, thinking, actually, that's 5 points, that. Did we get an assist and that lot? And you're thinking, all of a sudden, your mind's not on the game there, Joe, with a Chelsea player in the team.
What do you suggest I do then? Who
Bamford.
Fuck off. I love him and that, right? And that takes a lot for me to say that, but there's no way he's leading the line in the
Put him Mr. Rodrigo.
Rodrigo, yeah. I mean, I don't think he'll start, will he? I think you can't go. Listen, I mean, my bench player is Kenneth Zahor, so I can't really say who. I needed cash.
Sixth choice at West Brom.
I needed cash. So how you been anyway, Lewis? What's going on?
I just want football back, to be honest, mate. I know there's been a few friendlies and stuff, but it's because the break's been so short. It's like I just want it back. It's not as if we've had to wait 2 months. So, I mean, other than that, I mean, I've just got a bit of content out, doing bits here and there, got stuff planned. But other than that, going to the pub, not much else you can do at the moment. To be honest, how are you both been? Yeah.
Yeah, good man, good. I'm just like you, mate. I'm excited. I mean, I've got a bit of cabin fever at the minute because I'm in isolation till the 11th of September.
Did you enjoy your holiday?
I did, but it wasn't worth it now. This isolation for 2 weeks, if I'm being honest.
Come on, it's got to be worth it. I mean, to get away from everything for a couple of weeks, a week.
Yeah, it was good. It was good, man. Because it was mad. Because while I was out there, obviously, Valencia's not too far away. And all this stuff was going off, and I was like, I'm dying. I said to our lass, we were eating food, and I said, do you mind if I just go to Valencia? Leave you with the kids. Yeah, she was having none of it. Not a chance, Joe. So I was like, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Well, we got it done anyway, didn't we, somehow?
Yeah, great signing, man. Amazing signing.
It's just, I remember signing Luke Murphy for $1 million and thinking that were like... What the? You know what I mean? It's like 6 years ago that was. So in 6 years, we'll just signed Spain's number 9 for 30 million, 27 million, however much it was. Like it's don't.
Do you remember?
It's a whirlwind.
Do you remember that though? I'm up all night for the snow.
Do you remember? I remember when he scored winner against Brighton at home.
It was brilliant.
I remember when he scored winner against Brighton at home.
Yeah.
No, we've come a long way.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, I mean, he was gash, wasn't he? In the end, they all were.
Yeah, I mean, but it's Phillips Law at one point. Like Bielsa can do miracles with anyone, I reckon. 2 years under Bielsa.
I reckon I can get run out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I reckon he's that good that he can probably go. So we can make a nice linchpin. You know, I think,
what position are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I play full back, mate, if I'm honest.
Left back? Are you left back? You left footed?
No, but I was the player that played at left back because we need to fit him in somewhere. Just shove him at left back. I was pretty gash, if I'm being totally honest. I played for my district though. That's about it. Yeah, not great. But I just love playing. There's a place around here they called CM Red Star. Anyway, I went somewhere the other day with the kids and they were playing this before I went on holiday, and I just went and had a watch and I thought the standards not that great. I would love to play football again. And I spoke to the guy and he said, "Oh yeah, come next week and I'll give you a run out. Just bring your boots." I was like, "Oh, I'm on holiday." But I was thinking about I said, when I come out of lockdown, I do want to play. But can you imagine going right and getting a run out and then saying, "I see you on training," and he goes, "Nah, you're all right." So I was like, I couldn't deal with that, man.
Get back out there, Joe. Get back out there. Who knows? You might make it semi-pro. No doubt
We
yourself.
need to do like a Leeds YouTuber charity match.
Oh God, yeah. Stick LUFC vlogger up front on his noggin. There we go. Get Connor at back, centre half. Yeah, what a team! I've just seen a few comments, right? So basically, the comments consist of disappointment that it's me and not Calvin Phillips, which I wholeheartedly agree with. My beard, which I'm fully aware it doesn't. Don't annoy me, man. I know it doesn't grow. It's meant to grow. I'm very insecure. I want it to grow properly, and it will not grow. Joe's got a perfect beard.
You see, mate, because I have a patch here, right? And
but it grows on your cheeks. Look, wait, I can't. I've got mate. I can't even turn my head. There you go. I've got an helmet strap and not there. It's useless. I don't have a patch. It's just it don't grow here. Annoying.
Yeah, at least you've got your hairline. At least you've got your hairline, man.
Yeah, I've got my hairline. That'll last for a few years.
Yeah.
But and someone said I look miserable. I'm not miserable. I'm just bored. So I mean,
Lewis is a typical teenager.
Yeah,
he's awake at night, sleeps through the day, so he's probably only just woke up.
No, I woke up at 9 a.m. Cheeky.
Students these days.
Woke up at 9 a.m. Got a Mackey's breakfast. Watched Rogue One again for some reason.
Good film.
Yeah, it's a very good film. One of the best Star Wars films made, I reckon.
I watched Mulan yesterday, the new Mulan.
Yeah, I saw it. Got a Mackey's in.
But I would recommend it. But you know the guy who goes, I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force.
The blind guy.
Yeah, he plays the head of the General Guard in the Mulan. It's really good, man.
As if I've watched about everything on Disney Plus at this point, apart from what's new.
We've got a few people spamming the chat on about
just been on the old blocking tirade.
Yeah.
Didn't want to do that.
Yeah. Offering us free cash or something, his ex Quinny Silver. Yeah, I'll send you my bank details now, love. Give us 2 seconds.
Good.
You want to sponsor the video?
Yeah.
Then you can just say what you want. Then somebody put you're still young, Lewis. It's when it starts going patchy on top that you know there's no change in it.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. You know what I mean?
There's no need to say that with Joe present. No need.
So, how the costume's coming on, guys? It looks like with the very, very fashionable dreadlocks. I'm going to say, he's looking very sharp. His old Helder, but trying to start come off here. It looks like Tyler Roberts has come off. It's like Pablo back in the middle. But I mean, what are you thinking this season, then, Lewis? What are you thinking? You're thinking, position-wise, what are you thinking from this Leeds team, or are you just waiting and seeing?
I'm still confident we'll finish top half. I'm still going to stick with 9th, which is what I said before. We'd even signed Rodrigo or Koch. I don't know how it's pronounced. People saying Koch, which it's also not Koch, but people love to make the jokes. But,
I think it's like someone said to me, it's like Loch Ness Monster.
I'm sure
it is Koch.
Is it Koch? Is it? It can't be.
Just depends how he plays next Saturday, to be honest.
I've seen people say Koch and whatever his name is. But before I'd even signed either of them, I was saying top half. I just think I mean, it's obviously naive and biased, but I just think with Bielsa and the style of football, I think it's much more suited to.
Nice little ball that. I'll tell you what, nice bit of play this.
Bloody hell.
Nearly. Get in.
Is it? Oh, nice bit of play though.
I think I'm about 5 seconds in front of you. But just with the style of play, I think it's much more suited to the Prem than it was in the Championship. So I don't think we'll struggle. And obviously with the improvements we've made, it makes me even more confident. So and people say, "Oh, you're going straight back down," or "There's no way you're finishing top." Sheffield United did it.
Halen. Oh, flipping heck! That's a run half, wasn't it?
It's a good start to half.
Back out on the left. Jack Harrison going to fire it in. It's headed out. Pablo. Good shots away though. Good start to the half, to be fair.
What second do you want?
I'm on 46-10.
I'm on 16, so I'll pause it.
Cool.
There we go.
Right, I'm there now.
I'm on 46-26 now.
Yeah, I'm with you there, mate.
No, sorted.
So long ball up. I'll tell you what. Well covered Barry Douglas, to be fair. Bit of a frantic start to the second half, to be fair. A bit more like it.
It's a bit more lively than we were in the first half.
Well, it's just a bog standard pre-season game, wasn't it, that first half? I mean, I've not even looked at Twitter, mate. I'm not sure about you, Lewis. Me and Joe making a joke out of it. It's probably going into meltdown when we went one down, didn't it? Saying, we're going straight back down.
It didn't, to be fair. Looking at people just sort of taking piss, so, you know, it's all. But when we went 1-0 down against who were we playing? Stoke.
So,
everyone, it's a pre-season game. Like, it means no. We struggled to beat Guiseley under Bielsa. We struggled to beat York. Like, we drew 1-1 with York and just beat Guiseley 4-3 in that run to Bielsa, and before one of the best seasons we'd had. So, it means no, man. I mean, again, it might be naive and biased. I think we can get a result against Liverpool. I don't think we'll win, but I think, you know, could nick a draw. 100%. It's not out of the question.
No.
But they're unbeaten there in 3 years, aren't they, in league, Anfield? In the league.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's
I think
mad
it's 3
run.
years. Yeah.
Mad run that. 3 years unbeaten at home.
I know Burnley got a draw.
We did a video yesterday and they asked us for score predictions and I said 2-0 Leeds United.
Really? Fair enough.
The stick I'm going to get for my prediction, though, mate. I don't know why I didn't just lie and just say 2-0 Leeds. Just save myself the stick. I mean, that's the stick I'm going to get. But
no, I think we could. Listen, I think we could be on the end of an idea. I do, but we'll have a go, and that's the main thing. You know, if we make mistakes, we'll get caught out. And you know, if Koch and I prefer to say Koch, even if it is Koch. If you know Koch and Cooper first game together against, you know, the most lethal front three in the bloody world or something, you know what I mean? They're definitely up there. Then, you know, we can't grumble if we do get battered. You know what I mean? But
I'm in front of you, but
football,
Bamford scored.
Is that a goal or is he offside?
He's offside.
But it's the games. It's the following two that I look at and think that's all right, man. You know, we've got Sheffield United, we've got Fulham, they're winnable games. And, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I just really look at April. I cannot wait till the month of April. It's just disappointing that we're not going to be back in the rounds. It sounds like it's going to be 1 in 4 or something like that. Then it's 4 games next season.
Yeah, it's so it's no members. And then obviously there's 24,000 season ticket holders, I think. So they're going to do you get 1 in every 4 games. So obviously the first 4 is what? Liverpool. I don't even know the first 4 fixtures. What are we playing?
Well, Liverpool's away in it, so it'll only
Liverpool. Sorry. From October. So City, Wolves is in there, I think.
Yeah, I think
Leicester. And I'm missing someone.
I'm not sure. I only know the first 3, man. I only know that. I can have a look, though. I'll have a look. I only know the first 3.
I might be wrong.
I know City's definitely the 4th game, and that's definitely at home. I think it's Wolves straight after that, isn't it?
Wolves is Leicester there, and I'm missing someone, I think. Arsenal.
Fucking hell, nice and easy run of home games, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's let's have a look. We've got Liverpool away and Fulham.
They're not their own game. They're not the home games, though. They're not the home. They're just in order on what's in. I don't know. So
So after Sheffield United, we got 2 home games. 1 against City, 1 against Wolves.
Right.
So you think we might get a chance of one of them? Is that what you're saying, Lewis?
So it's just every 4 home games. So I don't know what's the 2 home games after that.
Right. Okay. So you'll
So say for example, not that it is. So say for example, it was City, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U. Then you'd get to go to one of them. as a season ticket holder, and then the cycle resets, and he can go to another one in the next batch of 4 and another one in the next. So you're going to get about 4 or 5 games.
So theoretically, So the 4 home games that you talk about, right? We've got City, Wolves, Leicester, Arsenal.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah. Oh, what's this 5th? Oh, I think. So are you saying then they might have season ticket holders and say, right, out of them 4, which one do you want the most? And they'll ballot it that way? Or...
No, I think it's just random. Unless they're going to categorize it A, B, C, and do it. I'm not 100% sure. I can't say for sure. I'm not like that wired into the club or anything like that. So I've really not got a clue how the ballot's going to work. I just know that's the system they're going to use. I know the clubs have done other things, like West Brom have just moved everyone's season tickets to the following season, I think. And then people are going to pay for games this season. I think that's what West Brom are doing. So
you don't want that, though, do you?
Bit risky, that, isn't it? Yeah. If they go down,
it is risky, but I think their fan base is generally happy with it. So, I mean, if they stay up, it'll pay off. If they don't, then
it's not their mindset.
For a season ticket in Championship again. So.
Says you thought you were getting Man United and Arsenal at home. Getting Luton and Barnsley.
Oh, poor Barnsley. They always mentioned when you want to think of a small club. They always come to mind.
I think they might do well next season.
Do you know I think he'll do well? Huddersfield?
Yeah.
Not that I'm backing them by any means because I can't stand them. I want Carlos to do well, obviously, and I think he will do well with them. I think they'll be up there with the style of play that he'll implement, but I just can't stand Huddersfield.
He's done well there, hasn't he?
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
Oh, what a
goal.
There we go. There he is.
What a finish.
He's in now.
Pablo Hernandez makes it 2-1. Do you want to update the ticker?
I certainly will, mate. I certainly will.
I think Alioski scored for Macedonia as well. You know what I mean? Just players bagging everywhere.
What a finish.
Yeah, good finish.
El Mago.
I'll see if you spot it on the ticker. Let's see if you spot it on the ticker, what I've just done.
Oh my goodness, fine.
Yes.
Absolutely love it.
Someone just put, I'm a legend, apparently. Humble. Seen your awesome Man U rivalry video, brilliant. My scum brother fan won't watch. Well, I'm not surprised. Well, it's not that biased, I don't think. It might have been a little bit biased. But I loved making that video, and it's done very well. It's got some attention now. We're back, obviously, and that'll be one to look forward to. I mean, obviously, it's not the way we would have liked it.
That December 18 is that one? I actually remember that. That's Scum first, isn't it? And then we're April. Costa. Otherwise.
I think the big one for me is April.
Some months is. I'm so annoyed we're not. By some miracle, if we end up back at full capacity, which again, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen. I mean, I think if I'm completely honest, December's going to be the telling month. Winter's going to be the telling time of which way it goes. If we get through winter and things aren't as bad as they're predicting, or it somehow improves, then I think they might up the capacity and test more. But
I hope you're right.
In terms of crowds, it's all speculation, mate. But the 1 in 4 thing at the moment is happening, and it could go the other way. Whereas winter could be awful, and we get through that, and then it goes down, and it's all behind closed doors again. So we just got to see what happens. And it's crap, but whatever.
Yeah. That April, though, just injects that shit into my veins, man. It's absolutely unreal.
It's a glorious month. It's a glorious.
That's what you want to be back in the big time for, don't you? Do you know what I mean?
But it's just that part of you in it that's just like, why can't I be there? Although we will be there for one of them, but it's just and the thing I'm going to bring up as well is, and I know that there's nothing the club can do or anyone can do, but it's going to be a case of there's going to be someone who ends up getting to Man U at home who's been going like a couple of years, which is not wrong with that. And then there's going to be someone who ends up getting Burnley or something and misses out on Man U who's been going 20 years. And they're just going to clash because Twitter's just, it's a toxic platform like that. And that's how it is. You're going to get someone going, oh, you've only been going 2 years. You shouldn't be going to that game. It should be category A, blah, blah, blah. And then they'll slag the club off. And it's just,
I don't know. Man, just stay away from it.
I know. There's people saying they'd rather just keep it closed doors and everyone just go back when it's normal again. Which there's a part of me that kind of agrees just to avoid all that. But then you want to go to games, don't you, by any means? So some don't even go for the football. It's all about the day and having a laugh with your mates and stuff, and we can't have that. So I get that point of view, but yeah.
That's the thing. I think even if you get tickets to certain games, or if you get tickets to games you want to go to, it's not going to be the same, is it? You know what I mean?
I'm going to be sat there, no one at the left, no one at the right, no one in front, no one behind, in silence, watching 22 men kick a ball around. You know what I mean? And I know I'm there to support the team and watch my team play football, but there is that element of you don't go to football to watch the football, and not everyone does. You go for the day, to have a laugh with your mates, for the atmosphere, and you can't have that. But at the same time, I'm not going to turn it down. I'm not going to not go. Like,
I
want to be there.
I don't have no mates, me, so I just go to watch.
I mean, exactly. It's not the same for everyone, but it is.
You've got Claudio, mate.
Yeah, I sit with Claudio, young Claudio and Sean. No, I joke. I mean, listen, it'll be quite an experience being just sat with no one around you. That will be a bit mad. I mean, how many seats are in? 2 either side, 2 behind? Like, how are they going to do that?
I saw someone suggest that, you should be able to take a guest with you. But then there's going to be the whole other argument of, well, he hasn't got a season ticket and I have, so why should I miss that? You're not going to win. The club can't win either way.
What's Kiko doing?
What's Kiko doing there?
What is he doing? I mean,
guys, for those asking the score, there is the ticker along the bottom. Oscar's updated it. If you need to ask who the goal is, then I question.
Just come off the stream if you need to ask who the goal is, because just come off the stream. You know what I mean? But don't come off the stream. But just educate yourself.
Just stop putting stuff in the chat.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows Paddy Bamford scored that second goal.
It was like watching Preston away all over again. What a finish that was. I've seen a lot of people saying as well, which is annoying me. Have you noticed? You're in the Premier League when you just get opposition fans completely spamming your official club's Twitter replies with going straight back down. Rodrigo scored 4 goals last season. What a waste of money! It's all I'm seeing, which is annoying me because Rodrigo isn't. It's a common misconception from opposition fans, at least, that he's a striker when he plays 5 positions. He's more of a creator, in my opinion, than a scorer. So, I mean, I'd like to see him. That first game, I think I was watching this in first half, and I think you said, Oscar, that you'd like to see him start up front, which you can't see happening. And I can't see happening. He's not going to drop Bamford. But with Pablo being rested a lot more now, and number 10 sort of rotating now and again and stuff, and positions becoming open, I'd like to see Rodrigo play that number 10 role, because I think he's just as dangerous there as he is up front. So
I think no matter where he plays, I think he'll be our top scorer this season. I still think there's a lot of I know he's more of a creator, but I think in this team it's so fluid how we play. I think for Valencia, he was playing in a really defensive team. He wasn't getting much service. He was pretty much doing everything. He was like a one-man attack at times. And no one really doing anything around him. And I was thinking this team is going to be so fluid. It's probably going to be maybe even top of the assist charts as well. I've got a really good feeling about this guy. No matter where he plays, I think he can score goals, to be honest. But I think he will create as well, as Lewis said. I think he's just such a great signing. I think in terms of value for money, I know he's 29, but for what he can bring to this team, he's playing against the former world champions. He's assisted the equalising goal. He's had Rudiger and that lot in his back pocket for most of the game. He's just turned him inside. He's turned him outside. I thought he made an absolute fool of Rudiger for most of the game. I missed that chance, but I think he's a top player, to be honest.
That turn onto his left foot, and it just skimmed the top left corner. He got it on edge of box.
Next time he does it's coming in.
I think he'll lead the line when fit, and I do think he will do that. I think he knows where the goal is. Yeah, his scoring record's not great, but like Oscar said, depends in the side you're in. I think his brain's going to enable him to be in the right position a lot of the time. We all know, like at Leeds United, when we are, peppering the box, for me, he's going to be that player who's going to be able to find that space and put it in the corners. And I think his link-up play will be unreal as well. I'm so excited to see him get going. I mean, maybe Rodrigo de Paul comes into Burden. That would be a dream as well. I don't know a lot about the kid, but everything that's been said, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I've watched him for years, because I haven't.
No.
But everything that's been said, and of course LUFC Data's done some great work. And
yeah, I've seen that thread.
Yeah,
all the threads have done have been classic. It's a good insight.
He would be perfect. But I mean, maybe it's a little bit further along than we thought. I mean, look how quick. If you think about the Rodrigo one, I mean, it all happened so quick. But Otter had been speaking to him for about a month. Phil was saying on the podcast the other day. So, it could be a lot further on than we think. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I hope we can get him. That would be unreal. I mean, if you were to get him, maybe another goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think we need to sign a keeper 100%.
And 100%. The centre back, that for me is a perfect window, and I'd be happy. You know what I mean? I won't want any more. I think
maybe a winger, maybe, even if it's not the greatest winger going, maybe just an extra winger. But apart from that, and that's just being picky. It's not necessary, but there aren't many more additions we need to make. We're not doing a Fulham where you come up and completely sign 16 players and rip your squad apart. We're not doing that. We're making.
I remember I watched Connor's video with that Villa guy, Villa on tour, and he said, "Oh, yeah, people say had a go at us for spending 100-odd million, but you have to do that to bridge the gap." Well, I don't believe that. You don't have to do that. Not if you've got the right coach. You buy.
Look at Sheffield United.
The right additions in the right places, and you'll be fine. And I think we'll do that. We're not going to spend anywhere close to that, are we?
75 to 100 million was the ballpark. But even if we do spend that much, we're not signing. Like, you can spend 100 million and sign 4 players. Yeah, exactly. West Fulham come up and literally sign 16 players and ripped the squad apart from the Championship, which is it's not something you do. And Sheffield United are proof of that. Like, they kept the core of the team. It's a family. They all played for each other, and it worked. So that's what we want to kind of use that as a blueprint and replicate it. I'm not saying we play the same style of football by any means, because we don't. Sheffield United are a much more physical side, and the style of play is completely different. But in terms of where they're finished and the spirit and the togetherness and stuff, we use that as a blueprint.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. Definitely.
I mean, Wolves did the same thing season before, but they spent a lot more money, to be fair.
Yeah,
it just worked.
And they already had players ready made as well.
Yeah, they had a Premier League team in the Championship, 100%. Neves and stuff.
And they sent us a broken left back. So
see, Douglas. He had his best game in the Leeds shirt against Blackburn away.
No, definitely.
He can be so good. I mean, he's got such a good left foot, but he's just not. He's not been. I mean, obviously he's injury prone and he's not been consistent enough when he has played. So I guess that's why he's not a regular feature. But it could come good, fit, and if he's consistent.
I think he's too slow for the Prem.
There's a lot of doubts about a lot of people. Coops being one, but again, it's not someone you're going to drop at all, whether you think he's going to be good enough or not.
Off air, there might be doubts, but on air, there's no doubts for Cooper. I'll keep the doubts to myself.
I haven't actually got any doubts to him.
What a pass that is on the left side.
We are taking the piss now. Oh,
is it Elder?
Oh, go on! Oh.
You're a lovely play with that.
Oh, that's Stroud. Have we made any changes?
Just Costa so far, isn't it?
Is it?
I put in comments right when you started this live stream. I went, "This is a knockoff Bristol Rovers," and I just realised we went 1-0 down and we're 2-1 up.
Oh,
Harrison, Jackie.
What do you make to the black numbers on the back when obviously the it's white and blue? I've seen a lot of people OCD's gone through the roof with that.
It's fucking don't matter, does it for me?
That bothered me.
I like the shirts. I think they've done a good job with the shirts personally.
I really like them both.
Yeah, man, it looks dapper. I mean, I just ordered mine yesterday when it came back in large.
I know you sent me a picture of your retail card, which I still haven't got, by the way.
Oh, have you not got it?
No, I ain't got mine yet. I'm hoping it comes in time for a away shirt, but I just thought.
I only had to pay $7.50 for it, man. I only had to pay $7.50 for the shirt.
Good that.
Because your season ticket one comes off as well, which I didn't think would.
Do they both work, yeah?
Yeah, they both work, aye.
We all voucher only £50 then, I assume.
Yeah, why was yours more?
75.
What? Why?
Because I didn't get LUTV.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, so would have just been nice to giving them an extra 25 quid.
I get it free. But I'm hoping it comes in time for that,
yeah. So Big Jack coming off here. Ian Ferreira coming on, guys.
He looks quality when I've seen him play. He looks. I reckon he'll properly come good this season when he features more. He's a right little danger.
That JD badge does look absolutely huge, doesn't it? I think it looks a bit too big.
It is too big, but it'll be part of the deal. Won't it?
Yeah.
It stands out, and the more it stands out, the more money. So I'm not complaining.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's not on this shirt at this point, so I'm not complaining.
We're taking the piss out of Pacos now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that what when we went with Pacos?
I can't remember. Pacos.
Do you remember when we had I can't remember what year it might have been 2014. We had a pre-season friendly organised, and the team didn't show up.
Oh, that fishing team, whatever, fisherman
so
team.
We played ourselves, and then there was another one where we beat someone 16-0.
That's it. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
that was Chileno, weren't it?
Yeah.
David Ockley, I think.
God.
Do you not remember there were pictures of them in water together, weren't they, doing team building exercises?
We've come such a long way, man. Like
they were on a bloody excursion or something with school, man, doing like team building exercises and that. Fucking hell.
Banter years, mate. Banter years.
Yeah.
I remember that first game at Millwall. I went to it, and it's like watching it, thinking Scott Wootton, Jason Pearce at centre back together, and thinking, oh no. And then I think Nicky Jose played, and it's like, fucking hell.
Who were that under?
Hockaday's first game at Millwall. I was being there and thinking, fuck, we're going down. It's the first thought.
Was Borough at home the next game? We won.
Yeah, and then
Billy Sharp
scored.
Yeah. It seems that, to be fair.
Don't you remember? This is how bad it was. We were close to signing fucking Niall Ranger, man.
Yeah. He was in prison at the time, though, so we couldn't get it done.
I couldn't believe that, you know what I mean? But that just shows you.
It's when Warnock signed Juve that we reached the ultimate level of, right, what's going on? We've got no barriers anymore. We're signing Alan Juve.
Oh. That was a painful time as well. That, to be fair.
There's been a few. I remember Pierce Rick Pierce with tag still on his shirt. Playing with tag still on his shirt, and
I just remember whenever he got on the ball, he was just like this, like thinking, "What am I doing here? What am I doing here?" What he just
for Barnsley now.
So nervous on the ball as Jason Pierce. To be fair,
yeah. God's sake, Adrian's dive. That's another one that stands out. Adrian's fish dive.
I was so excited when we signed him though.
The complete banter years, mate.
I got carried away, you know. He was going to be the next best thing, weren't he?
Well, you'll always get that one person. Well, if you're under Bielsa, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You never know.
I remember when we signed that Japanese guy or Korean or whatever he was. Yeah, and he was meant to be like the next best thing, like always starting.
And he looked awful, like York away or something.
Yeah.
Well,
he just never played.
I remember when we did it, and my mate's a Borough fan, and he said, "Oh, I did something similar at Borough," and he never played. And it makes you wonder if they try get into Asian market. Do you know what I mean? Because if you get someone in like that, it opens up a revenue stream. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it was like that and it didn't really pay off. I don't know. I might be wrong.
All I'm saying is if that's Japan's best player or one of their best players, then it's not a chance they're doing anything for the next few years. Another change coming here. Looks like Robbie Gotts.
It's interesting, these prospective loans, you know, that they haven't gone out yet. You know,
that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, because the championship season starts next week as well. I mean, if Huddersfield are serious about Gotts, I think they are. If you're doing 2+2, you are getting that Robbie Gotts is going on there for a season on loan, isn't he? But you'd think it'd be done by now, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think Robbie Gotts would be playing in this if it was so close to being done, would you?
No, exactly.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. It only takes like one bad touch and then all of a sudden you're pulling a muscle or even worse than that. You know what I mean?
Do you think Bielsa and Carlos still talk then?
I think so. I think there'll be little bits of it. I don't think there'll be loads happening between them in terms of like us sending players to them. But I don't know.
I'm not sure Salim and Bielsa talk.
That was a bit more.
That were a bit weird. That.
Yeah, I mean, it's never really come out what happened there really on that one. There's been little mentions, but
it was from what I've been told, he had to stay on the second year. He had a list of 20 demands, and one of them was to basically replace him. So I think it was due to him constantly being translated wrong, and there was certain interviews that were never put out because it was just constantly misquoted and kicked off. So I don't know how much truth's in that.
I thought didn't Bielsa bring Salim in though?
I don't know. I've not a clue, but it just.
I think so, mate.
Well, they worked together at Marseille because
was it Marseille? Sorry,
Salim is. I think he found him from there because he was doing like a blog for Marseille, and because it was so detailed and like so good, Bielsa was reading it while he was manager and invited them down to the training ground, and they kind of became mates from there. And then I think he went to Lille with him as well, but I'm pretty sure Bielsa took him to Leeds. But it was weird when it happened because it wasn't like right at the end of the season either. It was only like there was still a couple of games to go, and then suddenly Salim wasn't doing anything. It was weird though what happened there. I mean, what Lewis has said there, it would make a bit more sense because it did seem pretty sudden. Like he was kind of like out the door straight away kind of thing. It wasn't just like, and there wasn't any kind of like announcement on it on the website even. I don't think either, which it wasn't particularly amicable on that was.
Yeah, I was just about to say I've just seen that in comments. Someone said Bielsa didn't like the fact that he got too close to players. That might be aspect of it as well. Yeah.
He used to tweet out, didn't he? He used to tweet out like
Gaetano the Lion, Berardi.
all that
Everyone had like a nickname.
Costa.
Oh, it's nice. Costa 3-1.
3-1, guys.
Let's get it updated.
The Portuguese got it now, yeah.
Goal, Helder Costa. Good little knock through, to be fair.
He's been through about 3 different hairstyles since he come here.
Yeah, hasn't he?
I prefer this one, though. I like this one that he's got now.
Yeah.
Walker.
He's very noticeable.
My friend.
I wish I could grow something like that myself, to be fair.
I wish I could just grow a beard. Give me Dallas's beard.
Have you ever seen the pictures of Stuart Dallas without a beard? It just it looks horrible.
No.
It just doesn't look right at all.
Like being alien with short hair.
Yeah, it's not a nice sight, to be honest. No disrespect to Stuart Dallas, but it just doesn't look right at all.
No. But someone who's it'd be like if Mickey shaved his head and put his beard off. Because I remember doing the That's Entertainment video with him, and he'd shaved his beard, and I was like, it just doesn't look right when someone shaves the beard off and they've had it for so long at all.
Grow it back and then come back another day, and we'll do it another day. Was it like that?
I was like, you look not you. You don't look yourself. And he trimmed his hair a bit and all, because he wanted to look more like I can't remember who he wanted to look like. I can't remember what he said. Someone from Jam.
Yeah, he's there, Biel's. He's there, Paul. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's not Neil Harris. Don't worry.
It's gone 77 minutes, so not long left to go. It's been tedious watching it, if I'm being totally honest. Pre-season just doesn't have the same. Same memory.
I'm watching Liverpool game with my uncle, who's a Liverpool fan, so that should be interesting. Half my family support Liverpool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We'll be doing a watch along.
Good.
Hopefully the new ship will have taken arrive by then.
I think it's a bit. Well, then I don't know in terms of how soon they're going to be ready, I guess. But I think it's a bit poor releasing the Wake It a day before season.
Well, you can't actually buy it in store till 14th. So you can buy it on the 11th online at 8 a.m. It's not going to be there for the game. And then you can buy it in store from the 14th. So I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to wait till the 14th and go in store or order it. Because the 11th, when's that? Friday.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get it until after the Monday anyway. Do you know what I mean? I think
we'll be wearing the white though, won't we, against Liverpool? Surely.
I probably, but I still would like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
This year or this season, the club have been behind it. Like SBO Top released it before. It was on the Adidas website before. Stoke mentioned the pre-season friendly before. They just seem to be well behind, man, at the minute. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Some people reckon it's just a PR stunt, to be fair, which, I mean, I don't really get how that would work. I guess there's always people talking about something, so in that respect. But
it's trivial shit anyway. All that matters that's on the bloody pitch, isn't it? Really, to be fair.
I'm
3-1, Marta. 3-1. It's in the ticker.
I'm confused about that SBO Twitter account that's obviously fake. How they're getting everything first.
Is it fake?
Yeah, it's fake.
I don't think it's fake.
No, Wilson quoted it and went fake account and then added the real one. The one that's got 5k followers is fake. So, but then people are questioning, well, how are they getting everything before, like the pictures of the kits and stuff, before the club have even put it out and stuff. So there's an employee somewhere who got a bit bored one day.
So,
Max, are you sure it's fake? Are you sure it's fake?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I've heard something about that as well.
Wilson replied to someone, I don't know if it was last night or this morning, and went fake account, and then added the real one, and it had like 200 followers. So, just someone who jumped on an opportunity, I guess.
He's getting the information right, isn't it?
This is the thing, so I reckon they'll be looking into that, thinking, well, who's this?
Yeah, because hadn't they even mentioned a few transfer rumours as well?
They did Rodrigo before Rodrigo announced. They put a picture of the home kit out before anyone else, the away kit out before anyone else. So,
can we just blame on Kiko Casilla so we can sell him? Just say,
I very nearly tweeted the other day, and I nearly put, could we even sell Kiko if we tried? But then I thought, well, a bit hypocritical when I'm saying, because I always tell people not to like give players shit on social media because it doesn't help. But in this, he just makes so many mistakes, man. He just don't like staying on his line. What's so hard? Just stay on your line. You're a goalkeeper. He's done it this game. Literally done it this game. Come off his line for no reason. Just annoys me.
Oh, so Max Brannan, Declan Donnelly, and Stewie Dallas on screen today.
Who's who?
I can't say it. I've been called Deck before, but I'll yeah.
You take that. You'll take that, mate. Yeah.
So I'd take having that amount of money. To be fair,
someone put Lewis has 40k followers. I'm not on about that one. I'm on about there's SBO Bet and SBO Top, and the SBO Top account had 5k followers, but Wilson, who runs Leeds social media, Twitter, etc., tweeted this morning saying it's fake, and then I had the real one, and the real one's only got 200 followers. So, but I don't know how that's worked out because, as you say, the person behind that account is getting all the information correct. So, but if social media manager at club saying it's fake, and the club don't even follow it, so but the club didn't follow one. I honestly don't know. It's obviously someone in the club or around the club who's getting all the information and set the account up. Why? I don't know. Might not be getting enough attention at home.
Please be Kiko who's done it. Please be Kiko who's done it.
Yeah, just Kiko's just playing silly beggars. It's just a bit bored. Oh, Bamford's down. This is a good.
Yeah, he is.
This is a good sight. Not.
Shit, that's not.
That don't look good. Hopefully, he just gets up and walks off. Like it's not.
Interesting.
Yeah, I need to take him off either way. Can't risk him on that. Just get him off straight away. I think. Don't let him try and run it off. Just don't take any risks at this stage.
What happened? Let's have a look. Oh, that didn't look. That looks painful.
Ooh, it's a landing, isn't it?
Yeah. I think it's still up. It's still up.
See, I'd just take him off now. Any kind of risk like that, you don't want to aggravate anything.
He's limping as well. He's limping. He just limped there. Then again, here we go. Look at this. Come on.
Come on. Ian away. Good ball. Good ball. Play it back.
Nah, they've done well there to get back all of them. Run back in numbers then.
Good idea, though. Good idea.
Yeah.
Summertime and the weather is easy. I'm just having a look at my dream team now.
Someone said Lewis join.
Mate, you still got time to put Paddy in.
Someone put Lewis join all Leeds TV. No. We'll all one day we'll all come together. This big Leeds United content super group. We'll get a tower in London.
Yeah, super group.
He's got the problem is Lewis has got a massive release clause, haven't you, mate? At LUFC.
Yeah, LUFC Lewis.
We might. We'll have
to
review it.
Not allowing me to leave. I wanted to leave on a free, and they're saying 700 million euros. So I can't. They're not allowing it. They're not allowing it. There's no project on that LUFC Lewis channel. It's going nowhere. I just want to leave, but they're not allowing it. If I tweeted, I thought 2 things you should never believe: Conor McGregor retiring and Messi leaving Barca.
I know, that was proper strange. Like, what the fuck's going on there?
Again, people saying that were a PR stunt, but what game would he have? He's not exactly desperate for headlines, is he, Messi?
Maybe it's the power play to get rid of.
Well, Suarez is going to Juve.
To get rid of Oscar.
The board.
Oscar's.
I mean, Barcelona, it's the board more than anything. Like the president and that lot is just a complete knobhead, basically, and that's like being kind. He's just he's got them just in millions of debt, and like there's no kind of like they're just selling some of the best players and they're going nowhere basically. But, so what's a chance that? But yeah, I mean, I think next summer though, if they don't have big change this season, I think that's it. There, I do think Messi will probably go to City after that, but it depends, doesn't it? I mean, there's no guarantee Guardiola will be there next summer. That's the thing. I think that's the big selling point of City. I mean, why the fuck else would you want to move to Manchester when you live in Barcelona? That's the thing you'd have to ask yourself. You wake up every morning and you're in Barcelona, or you wake up every morning and you're in bloody Manchester. No disrespect to Manchester on this, but it's not great. It's not great.
What have you won there? What have you won there? He's won a League Cup or two. Two League Cups, 2 Premier Leagues. Is that it? Did they win an FA Cup?
Who are we talking about?
Did they do the treble, the domestic treble?
Guardiola.
Yeah.
I did the treble 2 years ago, yeah.
Right, so he's won an FA Cup, 2 League Cups or 2 Premier Leagues, and that's it.
Yeah.
In 3 years, is it? 4.
And that's it.
Well, no, they expected him to come there.
No, he's not done well enough in the Champions League.
He's not.
When you get beat by
Leon, to be fair, and the project they had going on there, and they've brought in at the time who they were saying is the best manager in the world, and they've won 2 Premier Leagues in 4 years, an FA Cup and 2 League Cups. And it's good, but they were expecting Champions League, and it's not happened. And they're probably expected to win Premier League every year as well, and that's not happened. So, I'm pretty sure it's 3 years he's been there, actually, not 4.
Well, I'd take him as Bielsa's replacement, put it this way.
Yeah.
Do you know who's tipped to replace Bielsa? I mean, I don't think it'd happen, but I'd love it to Poch.
It just depends on how we do this year for me. If we do well this season and then maybe get some more investment in off QSI or the 49ers, maybe. But at this moment in time, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
Because of the Bielsa and Poch, but I think the main thing with Bielsa, he loves the underdog, whereas I think Poch would want to go to a club that are gonna have European football. I mean, whether we can achieve that this season is a bit, it's a bit too hopeful. But,
I see Poch as being more Guardiola's replacement in City, to be honest. When Guardiola calls it a day there, I think he's going to go to a. I think he wants trophies now, doesn't he? Obviously, he's gone to Tottenham. They've binned him off after a bit of a bad run. He's probably still sticks in the throat a little bit because he could have just walked off the scum. But
when was the last time Spurs won anything? FA Cup in 2008. They win FA Cup.
They are the bottlers.
Yeah.
They make Brentford look like they don't bottle.
It's like people say you never remember second, and they've reached the Champions League final, but no one talks because they didn't win it. It just don't get brought up. Whereas with us, we obviously bring it up because of the result and what happened. Not that it were even the Champions League then, but
it's going to be. I think the next season's Premier League is going to be. It's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, we're back there, but I just think Arsenal are so much stronger now. I think City will continue to buy and get stronger. Liverpool, I think City will win the league.
I think Liverpool will do it again. Me.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I think if Liverpool get Thiago, to be honest, I would say Liverpool. I just think City, they still got still not replaced Company for me. I still look at them and think they still look like they lack a few leaders at the back, and I think it'll be close to this season. I do rate Laporte, but Stones alongside him, I'm not sure. I'm not sure you can.
But what if they get Koulibaly though?
Yeah, I mean, if they get Koulibaly, then I guess because there's still so long to go in the transfer window, it's hard to say. But if you're going to say someone who's going to surprise everyone, I'd agree with Joe. I'd say Arsenal. I think there's no real mention of Arsenal. mentions of Chelsea and Scum, but for me, I look at Arsenal and think they are not far off. I think Chelsea and Scum, they got two managers there, Solskjaer, Lampard, who are shit, if you ask me.
I think Everton are going to be dark horses this season.
Everton might be as well, to be fair. You know, Ancelotti, and they've made some good signings. Yeah. James will be an interesting one in the Prem.
Yeah. But Ancelotti, regardless of who they've signed, I think they would have done better anyway under him. And then obviously he's brought in Allen's a quality signing, and obviously James as well. His record last couple of years hasn't been great, but it's still a very good signing for Everton, who've kind of been in wilderness for as long as I can remember, really.
Well, it is full time anyway, lads. It was a much better second half, wasn't it? It was a good set. I enjoyed that second half.
It was a lot. It was a lot higher tempo and more enjoyable to watch. But again, it's still it's pre-season. We're all focused on next Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
Next Saturday,
you're not going to get
come around quickly.
Yeah, you're not going to get much from that. I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of the individuals out. There's the big boys that we want to see. Will we see some more signings coming in the door? Maybe. I think, with only a week left to go, the fact that Rodrigo and Koch, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think even Koch might not even get a start. I think we could see Ayling going at centre back and Dallas go out to right back. Maybe have and I don't know. There's something tells me that the fact they haven't been with the group, I think Koch has trained once, right? Gone straight out. Rodrigo not even trained. If we get any signings in this week, they're not going to be ready. So I think we'll just have a very samey lineup with maybe Ayling at centre back. I don't know what you guys think.
Fair play to Rodrigo. Just to touch on what you said there about they've not been with the group. Did Rodrigo not come out and say something along the lines of he's got a game with Spain tomorrow, I think, and then he said he's off to train with Leeds straight after. Obviously not straight after the game, but I think he's off straight to Leeds after that to link up with the group as soon as he can and start training. Yeah. So fair play to him for that. And I'm not sure if Koch is doing the same, but or he's already there, but. Is keen to get going and get involved, but I don't think Rodrigo will start. It's just, I mean, you'd want him to obviously 100%, but it's just Bielsa he doesn't tend to start play straight away. But who knows? It's a £30 million signing, so maybe his philosophy's changed and thinks he needs to be featured.
Definitely. Well, guys, I think we've just hit 2 hours. It's a long watch. We'll leave it there. We'll wait for the England lineup. If KP does turn out to be starting, which would be absolutely amazing, we might see you again very soon. I think we will, won't we, Oscar?
Yeah. He's hopefully going to start one of the games. Whichever one he starts, I reckon we'll be doing a cheeky watch along, won't we, mate? But as well,
we will.
Tomorrow afternoon, Big Baron Cross from Leeds Live joins us as well. We're going to go through transfer rumours. What's true, what's false, etc. Make sure you join us on that as well. And a big thank you to the legend himself, LUSC Lewis.
You know him already, but check out his stuff. You know him anyway. Everyone knows
him. Thanks very much, Oscar. Thanks very much. Everyone knows me apparently. Yeah, thanks very much. So humble. Jesus. But it's a better. To be fair, it's a better description than I give you on my channel, Joe. I'm going to start introducing you. I mock you too much. Next time you're on, all these TV presenter, absolute legend, Joe.
I'm an older, mature man now, Like I just rolls off the, It don't phase us, man. It don't phase us.
Thanks for having me on anyway.
Maturity, it's called maturity, Lewis. It's called maturity. That's when you'll get a beard, my friend. Leave it there. Thank you.
It's done me. Yeah, cheers.
Leave it there, guys. Anyway.